que entramos todos, güey, los mismos.
De ver ese payaso.
Ahorita los pongo, güey, por sapos.
De ver ese payaso.
Que revientan todas las vistas, güey.
No, we can't hear you, Abby.
Ahorita los pongo, güey, por sapos. Revientan todas las vistas, güey.
No, we can't hear you, Abby.
Ahorita los pongo, güey, por sapos.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Bit of a problem when I started the hangout there. Hello, Alessia, welcome to the class.
Hi.
Hi, Ali, welcome.
Hi, Abby.
Hello, hello. Hernan,
Hi, Abby.
who is in your picture?
Yeah, it's my president.
I'm terrified.
Yeah, it's very crazy.
That's your president?
Yeah, it's
Santos.
yeah, Santos in Colombia, but this edition is a movie with a clown face.
Does he know that he's dressed like a clown?
Sure.
Let me say hello to Paloma. Paloma, welcome back. How are you?
How are you, Abby?
I'm doing very well. Good to see you in class again. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you very much.
Quang, welcome to the class. Or Quang, I can't remember how to pronounce it.
Yes, thank you.
Good to see you again. How are you feeling today?
I'm fine.
Yeah?
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. Renata, welcome.
Hello, Abby.
Hi, good to see you again, Renata. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
I love your picture.
Oh, thank you. It's a logo of my small company.
Oh, really? What's your small company?
Oh, I make natural dog treats for dogs.
Very nice. Good. Sergio, welcome back.
Welcome. Thanks.
And Alex.
Hi, Abby.
Hey, Alex. I'm good. How are you today?
I'm fine.
And last but not least, Francisco.
Hi.
Hello. How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Wonderful. Thanks for coming to the class, everybody. Today's topic is crime. What do you think of when you hear the word crime? Hernan, we'll start with you.
Abby,
Yes, can you hear me?
yeah, please repeat.
What do you think of when you hear the word crime?
About crime?
Blood.
Yeah, problem is guns. I don't know. It's conflict, religions, war, hungry. I don't know.
Okay, hungry. Did you say blood, Paloma? Did you say blood?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
If I hear the word crime, I think immediately in blood and a knife or a gun or something like that.
So you're talking about illegal crimes or violent crimes, we should say. Violent crimes.
Yeah, yeah. It's the first image in my mind.
And that's what I asked you for. So that's great. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Mafia.
Mafia, breaking the law. We have, Alessia says illegal action.
Drugs.
Drugs. What else do you guys think of?
Robbery.
Robbery.
Stalking.
Anyone?
Steal.
Stalking, stealing, or thieving. Very good, Sergio. Anyone else?
No pay taxes.
Okay, what's that called if somebody doesn't pay taxes?
Intelligent.
Smart.
Hitting. Alessia, golpe is to hit or hitting, punching, maybe physically hurting people. Has anyone here been a victim of crime recently besides having to pay their taxes?
No.
No, nobody here.
No.
Has anyone ever been a victim of any kind of crime?
Yeah, I was.
Tell me about it.
Somebody want take my bag, and he was a strange person, a strange thief. What's it? Who won't take you something?
A robber?
A robber? Because he won't take my bag, and he was on the bike. And so I take him and the bike, and I put and I fight with him. And I take
did.
Yeah. And I take
Alessia.
You punch him? Or you have pepper spray, something like that.
And he ran away.
So he didn't get your stuff.
Yeah.
You're my hero, Alessia. I'm glad that you're not hurt, though. That could have been very dangerous. Don't mess with Alessia, anybody out there. Don't mess with her.
He wasn't professional.
No, he was an amateur, obviously.
Yeah, he was amateur.
And dirty words, and maybe the man don't understand my attitude, I think.
You probably shocked him.
Yeah.
He was surprised at your reaction, no doubt. Anyone else been a victim of crime? Someone stolen something from you, hit you, shot you?
Some guys stolen with a knife my wallet.
Is that Francisco talking or Kwang?
Yes, yes. It's
okay,
me.
Francisco, tell us about what happened.
Some guys with a knife stolen my wallet.
So that was an armed robbery.
Armed robbery, yes, yes.
Wow. Sorry, Paloma, go ahead.
Yeah, I see every day a kind of crime like don't pay taxes, because I'm a civil servant and I work for the treasurer. And it's more common than we think.
So the comment that was made about not paying taxes, what did you think about that, Paloma?
Oh, it's my work, and it's very, very, very hard. It's very hard, but it's my job. It's my job since 20 years ago.
Very good. Anyone else want to share about being a victim of crime or seeing a crime being committed?
Yeah, I in another time, two men that I think they made. Give me a moment. A robbery. Run away in a car and crashed on my car and made a disaster. And nothing else.
Did they run away after that?
Yeah, in the night, I'm coming back to home, and I drove my car, and one moment, and they crash on my car, and then they went alone, and my car was broke, and nobody give me a money.
Wow, so you call that a hit and run?
Yeah.
A hit and run. They crashed into my car. Good. Well, that sounds like there's a couple here that have been a victim of crime before. Let's go ahead and get started. We've got a list of dialogues that we're going to read together. Let's start with Renata. You're going to be student A, and Sergio is going to be student B. And let me show you the dialogues. These are the choices that we have. Oops, I guess I have to share my screen.
Renata.
Just 1 second. I'm going to share my screen with you, and you can choose from the list. Renata, I'll get you to choose, okay? You can choose one that...
Okay. 3, being robbed.
Number 3, being robbed.
Okay, let's see, okay.
I have to open the file?
No, I'm going to share my screen. It's just taking a little bit for some reason.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
can I start?
Second.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, you
I'm
can.
going to give you the second one. Go ahead.
Okay.
Are you okay?
And nope.
What's wrong?
I got robbed.
By who?
Some guy on the street just much me.
Are you hurt?
No, he just stole all of my things.
Oh, that's crazy.
I need to go to the police station.
Do you want me to take you?
That will be great. Thank you.
Yay! Good job. Thank you very much, Renata and Sergio. Excellent work. Okay, so first of all, Sergio, it's mugged with a hard G sound. G, mugged.
Mugged, exactly.
There you go. Perfect. Much
Mouth?
better. Mugged.
Mouth.
What's the meaning? What's the meaning of this?
It's the same thing as robbed.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
How can you... Oh, first of all, does anyone have any other questions on the vocabulary?
No.
Okay, how can you protect yourself from being robbed? Let's ask Ali. Ali, what do you think you could do to protect yourself from being robbed?
On the street or something like.
Yeah, on the street, for example. Like this guy was mugged in the street. He was robbed in the middle of the street. What's the best way to protect yourself?
Maybe I fight with him.
Run and walk with the gun.
Run, and walk with a gun. Those are your suggestions. Okay. Very good.
Punch him or pepper spray.
Okay, so the idea is to protect yourself from being robbed means to not allow yourself to get robbed in the first place. So not after you get robbed, what should you do? But how could you
I think
avoid being robbed?
you should be careful. You hide your wallet or something like that. Don't show anyone or something like that.
Hide your wallet, don't show people what you have. Good.
Yeah.
What about the area that you walk in?
Yeah. You can avoid the neighborhood, the bad neighborhood, for example.
Avoid bad neighborhoods. Perfect. Ednan, can you think of a neighborhood in your city that you would avoid because you wouldn't want to get mugged or robbed?
A dangerous neighborhood? No, but I suppose in case if you have in a robbery case, only stop and no run because the robber can have a gun. It's more dangerous, no?
Because your life is in danger. Danger.
Yeah, then don't shoot.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Don't shoot because it's dangerous. In some cases, if you are stressed and the other person is stressed, it's complicated.
Excellent. Thank you. Let's talk about here. It says he stole all of my things. What do you not want to carry with you? Something that you think, I shouldn't carry that just in case I were to get robbed. What is something that you don't take with you everywhere you go? Let me ask Alex.
I don't know, for example, cell phone.
A cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. Maybe if you have a very valuable cell phone.
I don't know.
Important documents.
Important documents? Like, give me an example of an important document that you don't just carry around anywhere.
Okay, maybe
credit cards,
card IDs.
Credit cards, IDs.
Passport.
Passport.
If you are a foreigner.
Foreigner.
A foreigner. Okay.
Excellent. Good. Very good, you guys. Excellent job with that first dialogue. Let's continue with Paloma and Hernan. Okay? Hernan, you're going to be A, Paloma B. Herman, you choose the topic.
Number 2.
Discussing a robbery. Go ahead and read that one for us.
Okay,
Discussing a robbery? Yeah.
Okay. Start. Okay. Did you hear about robbery?
No, I didn't hear about it.
A man tried to rob our bank today.
Are you serious?
Yes, I tried to rob the bank at gunpoint.
Did anyone get hurt?
Nobody got hurt.
That's good to hear.
He did get a white tooth.
That is horrible.
The cops don't know who the guy is.
I'm sure they'll catch him eventually.
Excellent. Good reading. Can you repeat, Hernan? Though.
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 There you go. He did get away, though. Okay, so what was the crime committed here, Francisco?
Please, you repeat the questions.
What was the crime committed here?
Yes, it's a common crime. It's a robbery bank with
a bank robbery.
Bank robbery, yes, with a gun.
Excellent. Have you ever heard of this happening in your city, Francisco?
Never.
Never.
I don't see.
Okay, who has heard of this happening in their city? Who has heard of bank robbery happening in their city?
Me?
Tell us about it. What did you hear?
Yeah, in my city, it's very common this kind of robbery because we have a lot of banks here. It's a big city, so it happens all the time.
You guys, what do you think? Are bank robberies usually successful? Do you think they usually manage to rob a bank without getting caught?
Depends. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Hi, Abby.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Good to have you back in class. Thanks for joining us again.
Yeah, it depends on the robbers. For example, I've seen I saw bank robbery when they real successful entered the bank and they took the money and they went and no one knew about where did they go and something about them because they wear masks on their face.
Right. You could say sometimes they pull it off.
What? Pull it off? Okay.
Excuse me. So you could say sometimes they pull it off. That means they successfully manage to rob the bank without getting caught.
Okay.
Okay? Now, what does the bank usually do? After somebody has robbed the bank, what do they do to try to capture the person, the robber? What could they do?
Usually police officers, they try to find out who did that. They look up on the cameras and they try to investigate this thing. So the banks, I don't know what could the banks do in this case.
Okay, very good. Maybe
they rely on police.
Do an investigation. What do you sometimes see on the front door of a bank? Who has ever seen something on the front door of the bank that is one of the ways that they try to capture?
Uh,
Go ahead. Renata?
Oh, I don't know. There's a alarm? I don't know.
Alarm?
Oh,
What do they have a picture of?
Camera.
Camera?
Okay, sometimes they show a picture of the robber and offer a reward, a ransom or a reward for the robber if somebody is able to identify him.
In bank? On the door of the bank?
Yes.
Well, I never seen in my country on the door.
No?
I never.
Never.
I never seen.
Really?
Maybe on television.
In movies I've seen many times, like in the Western, like where cowboys with hats, big hats. There I seen on the some kind of train stations. They put this photo.
Really?
Wanted $1,000.
Yes.
Well, come to Canada, to the United States. You can even come to Mexico, and you can see that on the bank. Very, very common in North America.
That's funny. No, I know.
I think it's not a good idea. It's
Why not?
a bad advertisement about bank.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I would not put my money in this kind of bank.
We've been robbed 20 times. Help us catch our robbers.
If you've been robbed like 20 times, that means that you cannot manage your bank properly, your security system. So I cannot give my little money to you.
All right.
Do another job, not bank.
Banking, yeah?
Yeah, working at a bank might be stressful. Okay, let's continue with Francisco and Ali. You're going to read the next one for us. Okay, Francisco, you can be A, Ali, B. Francisco, you can choose the dialogue.
11.
Being set free. Okay, go ahead.
You are you are free to go.
That's great.
What are your plans now that you are getting out?
I want to go back to school.
What is your major going to be?
I haven't decided yet.
I hope I don't ever see you back in here.
I'm never coming back.
This real isn't the place for you.
I realize that.
Good luck out there.
Thanks. Things are going to be different now.
Excellent. Good job. Francisco, good luck. Can you repeat that? Luck.
Good luck.
Perfect. Good job. So, Sergio, tell me, where are these people?
Okay.
Where are they?
Where are they? Who? You are free to go to school. To say, yeah, I hope you're back there. I'm coming back. This release the for you. Release that.
Okay, let me ask.
How I say the people who do the crime or robbery.
Yeah, they did the crime and then they had to do the.
But it's, for example, when the robber go out to the prison to...
Exactly, Hernan. Very good. So this is between a prison guard and a prisoner who is now being released from prison. And we say in English, you did the crime, then you pay the time. That's the expression I was thinking of. So how do you think that would feel after being released from prison, maybe a sentence of 10 years? Describe some of the feelings that you might have. Alessia.
Sorry, Abby, could you repeat?
How do you think it would feel after being released from a prison sentence? How would the person feel?
I don't have an idea what I could feel, but I think it's important to have a support during this time, because if you don't have it, maybe you do the same crime when you go out.
Okay, very good. Yeah. That's called reoffending. Reoffending. Why do you think the prison guard says, I hope I don't ever see you back in here? Why do you think he says that, Paloma?
Oh, I just last night a nightmare about this. Yeah, it was awful. Yeah. It was awful because you are a normal person, and people who are in prison don't aren't like you. There is people that has commit a little bit crime, or for example troubles with drugs, and they are not bad people, but they are people very different to you and your way of life. For example, when I studied law, attorney in law, in my career, I was doing work in prison, and I realized that I ever couldn't work like attorney law in a prison, for example. It's a world very difficult, complicated. Oh, my nightmare was terrible.
I have actually had a similar nightmare of going to prison. It was terrible. It's a pretty scary place.
Scary place. Yeah.
You could say it's a rough crowd. Has anyone ever been to a prison to visit, to take a tour, to see somebody that they know?
Never.
Me neither.
Yes.
Actually, no. One time I did go to a prison.
I was in a woman prison.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a scary experience because you saw the relationships between them, and they are very, very, very complicated. The mafia, the stories, the families. Oh, very, very fair. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Paloma. Anyone else ever visited a prison?
Only in movies. Only movies.
You've only ever
Unfortunately.
seen them in movies.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have been to a prison in the Dominican Republic. I went to a prison once, but I would not return, and I didn't like the experience. That's all I have to say about it. Let's continue. Thank you very much for reading that for us, Ali and Francisco. Let's go to Alessia and Alex. Alessia and Alex, and we will have Alessia choose the dialogue.
What number?
I have to choose?
Yes, you choose the number, Alessia.
Answering question of the police.
Answering questions of the police. Okay, Alex, you can be A, Alessia, B.
Okay. Okay. We are around when the robbery happened.
Yes, I was.
Could you explain what you saw?
I was in the bank and the time of robbery.
What did you see?
I saw a man come in with a gun.
Did you see his face?
No, he had a mask on.
Did he come in with anyone else?
No, he was by himself.
Could you come down to the station for further questioning?
That shouldn't be a problem.
Excellent. Good reading, you guys. Any questions on the vocabulary?
Questioning is like a present perfect.
Questioning, yeah, exactly. It means it's further. To question would be to ask. Questioning from a police is when they have like an interview with you, asking you several questions about a scene that you saw. So it's not the perfect tense. It's actually like a verb. It's like a noun here, or a verb here, to question you. Okay?
Okay.
If you were asked to identify a criminal, what would you do? What would you do? Let me ask Renata. Renata, what would you do if you were asked to identify a criminal?
Oh, I think I will. I don't know. I think I will to answer the questions of the police officer.
You would answer the questions of the police officer.
Yes.
Why might that be risky? Why might that be risky? Michael?
To answer the questions of the police officer?
Yes.
So to identify a criminal or what?
Yes. Why might it be risky to identify a criminal to a police officer?
Yeah, but what and how do I identify? Just he or she is asking me like how did he look, or these kind of things, or he shows me like this criminal and I should say he or is not he. What is that?
A lineup, a criminal lineup, you could call that. Well, so either way, you would not be seen by the criminal, so it doesn't really matter. But why might some people feel uncomfortable with that idea?
Well, I would feel very uncomfortable because this. One thought that I look at the criminal and I think what crimes he did, that puts me. What is the proper verb or something? That's put me
At risk?
No,
In
I
danger?
freak out. I freak out. This is what I wanted to say.
Okay, I would freak out.
Yeah, to freak out just because I see that criminal and I know that he is a criminal and he did something bad. I don't like this kind of people or something. So, and of course I would be scared that he would kind of could find out who told about him, who was there, who saw him. So I might be scared that someday someone would visit me and on behalf of that criminal and ask me some questions or to give me a present from that criminal.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. You might want to be completely uninvolved. Has anyone here ever been asked to identify or been questioned about a crime?
Describe him, for example, if the robber have on scars,
Okay, very good. That might be something else.
clothes, or for example, the language. For example, if have an Italian tongue or Spanish, because you can identify the country, or I don't know, it's possible.
Nationality.
The nationality.
What else might the police officers
Accent.
ask you? Anybody else think of a question that the police officers might ask you?
They would try to draw the portrait or what, the face of that criminal with you. Like they would ask you what type of nose or how does he look. So
Very good. Did he have a
What
big nose, a small nose?
what color his hair?
What color was his hair?
The
yeah,
eyes, the weight,
His weight, yeah, his body type.
What
exactly.
is he wearing?
What
How
was he
tall?
wearing?
How tall was he?
Very good. So let's
How tall?
pretend. Let's pretend that Paloma is going to be the police officer, and she is going to ask Alessia.
Yeah.
You're going to ask Alessia questions about the bank robbery. Alessia, I want to think of somebody you know, maybe your father or your mother, and describe them. Pretend that they were the ones who robbed the bank, okay? So Paloma, you ask questions. Alessia, you answer the questions.
Okay. Yeah. I'm the questions, no?
Yes, you are the police
Yeah.
officer. You ask the question.
Okay. Okay. How tall was the man?
How old?
How tall? How tall
tall.
was the man? Tall.
I don't remember because I was shocked. But he's not very tall.
And what kind of clothes did he wear?
What kind of classes?
Clothes.
Clothes.
Did
wear?
did he wear clothes?
He wear a blue jacket and jeans, and he have a black shoes like a marine shoes, you know, and he have black shoes, black shirts.
And gloves.
Okay. Did you see his hands? If they have some scar or something like that, or some tattoo in their hands?
No, but I remember that he have a tattoo like an art near the finger, and he have a ring with a skull. No, I don't know
Yeah.
the name.
A skull.
Skull.
Ooh, sounds scary. Perfect. Good job, you guys. Fantastic. Nicely done, Paloma and Alessia. Very, very good work. Any questions about what they had to say?
Nope.
Okay, it's the next dialogue, and Michael, you're the only one that hasn't read, so I will do it with you. Choose one of the dialogues, Michael.
Okay, I give you the opportunity to choose.
Oh, okay. I'm going to choose pleading not guilty in court.
Pleading?
Okay.
What is the meaning of pleading?
Pleading is like begging. Please, please, please.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Please,
Okay,
not guilty.
so I will be the judge. So I will be A and you will be B. Okay, Michael?
Okay, don't be strong with me.
Order in the court.
I would like to make my plea.
What is it?
I would like to plead not guilty.
You do realize that all the evidence points to you?
I know, but I did not do it.
How do you figure that?
I didn't commit the crime.
Do you know who did?
If I tell you who did, will you release me?
I'm sure we can work out some kind of deal.
I tell you all you need to know.
Okay, good job, Michael. Fantastic reading. So what's the situation here? What is the situation in this dialogue? Alex?
Alex.
Sorry, one moment. I can hear you.
Ahí sí, claro.
Alex, what is the situation in the dialogue?
Está en la corte y es culpable. Declararon culpable.
Tan sapo.
Probably he was be guilty and beg for your innocence.
Okay, he was guilty, but he's begging to be viewed as innocent.
Innocence.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Francisco,
Yes,
where are these people? Where are they?
there are in a court. We commit a crime.
Exactly. What do we call character A, Francisco? What do we call that person?
It's a Joyce, not Joyce of orange.
You're close. A judge.
No. It's
Judge, yes.
Fiscal. Fiscal, ¿cómo se dice fiscal?
A judge, exactly. Okay, very good. So who has ever seen or met a judge before?
I see.
You have seen one, Francisco?
Yes, because a long time ago, I work in a policeman with a military policeman, and I see many judge.
I saw many judges.
Yes, I saw many judges. Yes.
Excellent.
Javier?
Very good.
What is the name for the person who is like who is against the case is against?
Defendant.
Okay, so my question was wrong. Not plaintiff, but defendant.
Okay.
Fiscal?
Has anyone here ever been a defendant in court? Been accused of something in court?
Who tell that?
No. Sorry, Abby, I didn't hear the question.
It's Michael's question. Who from the class has ever been a defendant or accused of a crime in court?
Fiscal?
Fiscal?
I'm not.
No, never. What about a plaintiff? Have you ever accused somebody else of something in court?
Yeah.
A fiscal?
The fiscal and victim.
fiscal, victim, attorney law, judge. Yeah.
And the victim youth.
What does a judge typically look like? Ali, what does a judge typically look like?
They look like a serious person.
They look serious. What do they wear?
They wear black, how to say, long black
Coat. No.
coat.
They,
Not
yeah,
coat.
you could say that.
I don't-
A long
I-
black cloak. Cloak.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
And
Cloak, it's a clothes.
Yeah, it's like a cape, but it's long and it covers the whole body.
Okay.
Okay?
Clock.
Cloak.
Cloak.
What is the name of the hat?
Sorry, what is the name of the?
Of the hat? The hat in the head of the judge.
The judge wears a hat in your country?
no.
Yes.
No.
In my
No.
country, yes.
In movies.
It's not a hat. Oh, I don't know.
Peluca.
Do you mean a wig? A wig?
Wig.
A
Like
wig.
Oh, yes, a wig.
White wig.
Okay. A white wig.
A wig.
Yeah, when we have an
It is-
expression in English, we say a big wig, and that is the most important person in a company or situation.
Ah.
Ah, okay.
Say, oh, he's a big wig, and that's where that expression comes from, when they used to wear wigs in the courtroom, the judge.
It is a habit more in in Anglo-Saxon countries, no? The wig in a judge on the head of a judge.
In history, yes, but not anymore.
Yo no sé.
But in Britain,
In Great Britain, I think
Australia,
They
it is.
still wear wigs?
Yes.
yeah,
Wow.
In Colombia,
Nowadays.
England.
in Colombia, the judge hasn't used wig, no?
Wigs?
No.
No. In Colombia, no.
I think only in Great Britain and the Commonwealth. No?
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very
You-
interesting. I didn't know that they still did that. Sergio, go ahead.
No. In US, maybe use wig. I don't know.
No, not in the United States, not in Canada, but they're saying that in Britain and Australia it is still a practice.
No, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
very good. So who is the big wig in your company? Who is the big wig in your company?
Hernan.
Yeah, my clown is my big wig in my country.
Yes.
Okay. Santos. Okay.
Yes.
What
Yeah,
about
Trout.
in your? The question was in your company. Who's the big wig in your company, Renata?
Me.
Yay! So
Because it's my company.
You're the top.
Say it in a complete sentence for us, Renata.
I am the big wig in my company.
Not a girl. Good job. Michael, who's the big wig in your company?
The director.
The director?
Like CEO, but we don't call like CEO. We don't have this kind of English name like CEO, Chief Executive Officer. But we don't have this kind of title. So in our language, sounds like director.
Okay. The director is the big wig in this company. Who's the big wig in your family? Alessia.
I'm a rabbit.
Pardon?
My rabbit.
Your rabbit is the boss in your house.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
It's not a
And
joke, it's real.
Alex, what about you? Who's the big wig in your family?
Hello?
Alex?
Alex.
Sorry,
That is asleep.
I'm here.
Alex, who's the big wig in your family?
My family, not, I don't know. My grandfather.
Okay, that's the person who controls the
He's
goings on. He's
at
the
this
boss.
moment he's in asylum.
Okay,
In asylum.
we've got time for another dialogue. Let's move on to a new topic. We can have let's have Francisco and Paloma. Okay, Francisco A, Paloma B, and Paloma, can you choose it?
What number, please?
Any number that you choose.
Any number? Oh, okay. Talking a lawyer.
Talking to a lawyer. Okay,
Yeah.
Francisco A, Paloma B. Go ahead.
What can I help you with?
I need to hire you.
What do you need for me?
I need you for my court date.
What kind of case do you have?
I'm being charged with a felony.
I can help you with that.
What's your price?
I charge 100 feet an hour.
I can't afford that.
It's my right.
That's expensive, but I need you.
Good job. Very, very good reading, you guys. Fantastic.
Thank
So, who is this a conversation between? Ali.
Lawyer and a person who
makes the
Client.
Yes.
Defendant.
Defendant. Yes.
Very good.
But when he starts to be defendant, when he's in a court or before that?
The moment he's charged with a felony.
Okay.
He has to defend himself. So this is him preparing for that. What does it mean to be charged with a felony? Hernan.
Yeah, can you repeat, please?
What does it mean to be charged with a felony?
Who is felony? Felony is...
delito.
A crime in general.
Okay. I don't know. A robbery?
Yes.
Okay. So a felon, what's a felon?
A criminal?
Very good. It's the
criminal,
actual
yes.
person, the person. And to be charged with a felony means that you are being convicted or the court is asking you to defend yourself for this crime. You've been told that you're guilty of it, okay?
Okay.
So Hernan, give me an example of something you've seen on the news recently, a felony on the news that you've seen.
Example, a felony? A felony?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, a crime for a rope, or yeah, it's the more common when you rope a car or any. I don't know more examples for.
Break into a car?
Yeah, or it's more common the rope, no? Or
Robbery?
when you dead other person.
When you kill another person.
When you kill.
Murder.
Yeah.
Good. That's all example. What do you guys think of what lawyers charge? What's your opinion of what a lawyer charges? Who wants to share?
It's cheap.
$150 per hour?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cheap.
In this case, no.
Because in Colombia, the charge for one job is the maybe the 30% of
Yeah.
of the business.
Yeah, in Spain is so that in Colombia, a quantity fixed, for example, and a percent.
Exactly.
For example, the charge by an hour is very common in United States. I see in the TV, for example.
Exactly.
Okay, very good. Excellent job, you guys. You did a wonderful job. One last question. What is the opposite of higher? And I'm
Fire.
going to... Okay.
Higher?
Higher?
Fire.
No, fire. The opposite
Fire.
of higher is fire. The higher that you're thinking of is like this, higher.
Yes.
But the higher in
Lower.
the text is to bring someone on or to pay them for a job.
Lower.
That would be the different kind of higher. That would be higher as in the chat, higher, lower, but higher
Lower.
is fire.
What is in the middle of hire and fire?
Hired.
No, in the middle, like hire and fire.
R.
The time you work in that company.
R.
Yeah, you're hired. You were already there, past tense. You're working there.
Oh, okay. So, okay, the time you work there.
Good job, you guys. Thank you so much for coming to the class. It was nice to see you.
Thank
And I
you,
have a
Abby.
1 hour break, and I will be back to see you for a role play in 1 hour. So hopefully I'll see you guys again, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for coming.
Bye,
Good
Abby.
job, everybody.